Hey, what's going on? It's Go, JJ Go, and you know that all summer long, I don't know what it is about summertime. Sometimes summertime, when kids are out from school and work is slower, sometimes black people think they don't have to go to church in the summer. Have you ever seen that before?
Absolutely, I see it every summer.
Okay, so you have seen it. So since if you don't want to go to the pews, you don't want to get in church, we will bring the leaders right to you with Forward Times. This is your Forward Focus. This is Go, JJ Go, and I'm here with Dr. Mia, and we are at the one, the only, the Fountain of Praise. That's everybody screaming. They all screaming in there. I'm so excited to be here. So I know that we've done so many churches throughout this season. We are right here. Where's the Fountain of Praise located?
We're in Southwest Houston, like 6 miles south of the NRG Stadium, right off of Hillcroft and South Main.
So let me ask you, Dr. Mia. So the lead pastor, your husband,
Yes.
he is Reverend Dr. the Extraordinary Dr. Reverend Wright.
Yes, I like how you did that. Reverend Extraordinary Dr. Remus Wright.
Yes, that is the whole, I wish I had a nameplate, I would make it that long. He's extraordinary, and so you are co-pastor.
I'm co-pastor. I've been co-pastor for about 15 years here, but I've been in leadership
15 years,
with
so
him.
you started when you were 5.
Yes, I did. Started
Okay.
very, very young. Straight out of kindergarten was my thing. God called me,
You
and
had a
I
calling
walked
on your
into
life.
I walked right into it.
They were like co-pastor, 5-year-old, kindergarten graduation, and then you were called for the Lord. So let me ask you, do people consider the Fountain of Praise a mega church?
Yeah, I think megachurch just by definition.
Okay.
By definition is any church that has a membership of 2,000 or more. We crossed that mark years ago.
Wow.
We've seen numbers go up to 25,000.
Okay.
And so that just means that in that time period, in the last 30 years, we've been able to track 25,000 people who've come to be a part of, somehow joined the Fountain of Praise. They're not all still here. Some have deceased or some have passed on or moved on to other ministries.
Right.
But the impact is still there.
Got
and that's
you.
the blessed part.
And I like that you gave clarity. People hear, why so much negative connotation with the word mega church? People hear mega and they think, they automatically think something else. 2,000 is really not a lot for, like it is like what we see in Houston. We have so many people, millions and millions in Houston. So to see, so by definition, if you have over 2,000 and then over a course of time, not even if they're attending, that's like by definition, mega.
Well, 200 is hard to manage,
Right.
right? So, anyone that has put together any type of event or some type of happening or gathering, you try to get 100 people there or 200 people there. It's a lot of people.
And run up and have a production and have a minister and have a pastor and have other elements. Even if you did it for 50 people, that would be...
It's challenging.
It would be challenging.
It is.
It would be challenging. So
Yeah.
you said over the course of how many years have you been in...
We've been here for 31 years.
Wow.
This building that we're in now, it's about 20 years old.
Wow.
And so we were 10 years off of South Post Oak
Okay.
and West Orem.
Yes.
And we were South Post Oak Baptist Church, and it was a church that was... it had been a white church, went through a lot of transitions in the neighborhood. As that neighborhood became more African American and more Hispanic, the church changed.
Right.
And then we outgrew the space.
Wow.
And one of the most, I always kind of reflect back on this moment, JJ.
Okay.
One of the most impressive moments of our lives in our ministry was to see people waiting in line. We used to have 3 services on a Sunday. People would stand in line and wait for one group to leave out so they can get in. And it was just like so amazing to see the heart of people really drawn to God.
I only really seen that at a nightclub. I seen people trying to get in, so they were doing that for Jesus?
They were doing that for the Lord. And that's what's amazing, because people have a heart to know God, to grow with Him, and to have that type of blessed life.
Okay, so why has the Fountain of Praise grown so much incrementally and like in membership, in participation? How, even through the pandemic, has the Fountain of Praise been able to continue to grow?
Well, I think part of it is an adaptive leadership.
Okay.
And so we have the type of leadership style that we're able to make changes and shift that's necessary.
Got it.
And so in the pandemic, when everybody was like, oh my God, the doors are closed and they're not allowing us to have church, we shifted really rapidly to move our services and to level up the type of service that we were having so that it really fit more so within a digital space. And that was really important.
Wow.
But beyond that, the place that this is, people come to this place because they feel refreshing. They feel something new. We have incredible praise. We have like a praise team and some singers and artists that are just on a whole nother.
They really just usher in the spirit.
They do. They do.
Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah.
maybe not for y'all, but for me, having being able to have that praise component where I can really get into it before the word and kind of just usher in the spirit. That's important to me.
It is.
And I know for a lot of people in our community, we don't want to walk in the door, go right into the word like that. That helps with the whole experience.
Prepares you.
It gets your mind, it gets your heart posture, it gets you together and ready.
Yes, I love that. And
So-
that's exactly what it does.
Oh my goodness! So I know that you all are more than a church. You all are a community. What are some of the programs, some of the ministries that you have here?
Yeah, well, we work, we have the Fountain Life Center, which is actually at the corner of Hillcroft and Main. We work with a lot of partnerships with other organizations such as the Methodist Hospital, Avenue 360, we have the healthcare clinic. During the height of the pandemic, we're really a great source of getting that type of information to our community so that people will know. We do an Epiphany benefit concert every December, and that helps serve different organizations as well as our community here by giving gifts to the children. We have serviced over 25,000 kids.
So a party with a purpose. We're going to have a good time.
That's exactly.
But we're also going to serve those who want to be served, who need to be served.
Exactly. And that's what it is.
That.
So we have a lot of things that we work within the community. So we're not just confounded to four walls and a ceiling right here at one address. So we do a lot in our area. We do a lot within the city of Houston.
Okay.
And we really seek to be a leader in terms of community and not just church, but also community, because that's important.
Let me ask you, so say I come here with my family, it's me, a husband. I don't have a husband right now. It's an imaginary husband I just manifested.
Okay, I like
me and the husband I just manifested. JJ's husband and JJ's 2 kids, healthy, beautiful kids. This is my whole... Me and my family come here. What do you have anything for the kids to participate in? Do you have any breakout groups for my husband? Any support groups? Any sessions? Do you have any of those?
And first of all, let me say I love her healthy manifestation.
I'm telling you, these kids are beautiful. Yes, they're incredible. They're loving. God, you hear me? I'm here with Dr. B, you know.
I love it. But yes, we have the Rock Youth Church and the Rock Children's Church, which are specifically geared to teach our children how to grow in the Word of God. So those 2 areas for the little ones. And then we have men's programs, women's programs. We have the Metamorphosis Women's Conference. Don't forget, we'll be back.
I want to know more about that. But
absolutely, we'll come back to that. That's in March of every year. We were on hiatus because of COVID, but now we'll be back for 2023. Yeah, we'll be back for 2023.
Wow.
And we'll have other programs throughout the year that also we invite women to come be a part of as well. But we have that. We have marriage programs. We have programs. Our pastoral care is probably one of our strongest ministries in the church. And so we really do outreach, and help people who are going through transitions of loss for loved ones.
That's huge.
A lot of people remember our church. We were serving the Floyd family when George Floyd passed. Right. And part of that was just being able to serve not just the Floyd family, but our community as a whole, so that people were able to have some peace and have a bit of reconciliation with what all had happened.
My goodness. So a church that actually will love on you, journey with you beyond Sunday service.
Oh, yeah.
And check on you, make sure you're okay, connect you with resources. There's something for individuals and single and married folks and teenagers and little ones.
Everyone.
Something. And I know you
seniors.
all. And
don't forget our seniors. Our seniors are strong, man. We got a strong senior group.
A strong senior. Okay, awesome. So every age group, every background, welcome here. Tell me a little bit about when the services happen.
Yeah, so Sunday we have 2 services now. We're back to 2, so 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. service. They're only
Praise
an hour
God
and 15 minutes.
for that 10 o'clock, because at 8, I can't
I
love Jesus, but I said, Jesus, I love you. 8 a.m. is a little tough to be here ready to be on.
See, you're not a morning person.
Oh, my goodness. By 10, I'm ready.
Me too. I'm ready for 10 a.m.
Okay.
8 a.m., I see them at about 9 a.m. It's like getting services over at 9:15.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all. I just got here.
I just got
myself together. It doesn't even matter what time I get up. I still can't get here at 8.
But it's okay. The 10 o'clock service is a blessing to so many lives. So you have 2 options now.
Yes, 2
for
options.
the early bird and those who just like a 10 o'clock service.
Yeah, those who just like to, get up, have your breakfast, have your coffee, and then come to church.
And
so you can come to church in person, or you can come to church online.
How do we access that?
Yeah, so you go to tfop.org, and that stands for the Fountain of Praise. So it's just initials of the church, tfop.org. You can hit the Watch Now button, and we're live. We're there on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We have an app as well.
Oh, wow.
And so we have different different venues by which you can watch us on the stream.
That is incredible. Before we get out of here, I have to know, since Metamorphosis is back, tell me a little bit about the conference.
So Metamorphosis is a women's empowerment organization.
It's an org, okay.
It's a whole organization.
It used to be an org that had a conference every March?
That's it, exactly.
That's it, okay,
You know
okay.
it. Yeah, so we teach women the practical and the spiritual aspect. So inspiration is to believe that you can.
Okay.
The practical is how do you do,
Yes.
so that you can make the necessary steps that are life changes and have a better life.
A lot of times, sometimes church can be intimidating to people who have not either been on their walk with God or been a part of a body of believers. It can feel very intimidating, but it sounds like here, not only will you, this church offers the tools, but also the how. The application is so important, not like, hey, this is what we're supposed to do. This is a new member packet. This is like some information.
And figure it out.
And go off and do life and be against the elements that you've always been against. You're saying, no, we actually have an organization and a conference that will journey with you as you start this process.
And that's what the church is about as well. We have new Bible study series we're starting in the fall, and they're for different levels. So we have people that are babes in Christ, and no one should ever feel embarrassed about where they are, because we all start in the same place, right? So
Absolutely.
helping you understand what the Bible is and how it helps you in your life. So even just the basics of that to the ones that are very deep. And so you heard my voice change, very deep.
When I heard it, I sat up straight. I was gonna put a little cloth on when I heard it. Yes, I had to get a full little suit. Also, do you all have a singles ministry?
We do have a
I was
singles
just asking
ministry,
for
yeah.
a friend. I wasn't asking for me.
Our young adults ministry, Reverend Jeremy Wright. Leads,
Okay.
It's really folded into the young adults, so it's
Okay.
not specifically for singles, but
it is
there.
a young adult. Those
Yeah.
that, when I say single, I mean those that are not married yet.
Yes.
So
yes.
that is like part of. So y'all do have a vibrant young adult.
Yeah.
Males or females?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both. So it's all mixed together. We call them the Yams.
Ooh.
They meet on Tuesdays.
Young
they have
adult
a live,
ministry?
Yeah. You got that.
I'm quick. Okay,
Yeah, we
yams. I
call
like
them the
that.
Yams.
That is cool.
They're the cutest little shirts
It's
and stuff.
cute.
They're a yam.
I like
but,
it.
They meet Tuesdays at 7 p.m. It's mostly online or here at our Hillcroft Sanctuary.
Very
And then they
cool.
have outings that happen throughout the year so that they can have a
Fellowship
good
to
fellowship,
build.
get to know each other, build friendships, build relationships, encourage each other,
That's
and
big.
help each other along the way.
That is big. This
Yeah.
has been such an exciting Forward Focus. If you want more information about the Fountain of Praise, the different events, can you tell us the website
Yeah,
again?
the website is tfop.org, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Peace.